Listen carefully now, my little child, because I am not far from you. I am even closer than the air you breathe. I've seen the sleepless nights you've spent, questioning if love will ever find you again, whether trust can ever be restored, and whether treachery can ever be forgiven. Behind closed doors where only the angels I designated to watch over your aching soul could see, I have seen your tears pour like secret rivers. Since not a single tear was wasted, they gathered them all and brought them before my throne. I am aware of the ways the world has attempted to persuade you that you were alone, undeserving, and to damage to receive true, heartfelt love. However, pay attention to me. I am the one who created you, molded you in hidden locations, and penned your whole narrative long before you were able to decipher the clues. Even though I've always understood the aspects of you that you keep hidden from other people, I still selected you. You were mine with a love that will not violate the covenant. I redeemed you. There will be times in the future when relationships will be completely upended by treachery, which will strike many people who have not rooted their hearts in me. Like a thief in the night, families will falter, friendships will break down, and many will seek out fake relationships in an attempt to satisfy the need that only I can fill. However, you won't be left helpless, dear, because I put an angel by your side, a powerful warrior whose wings will protect you from lies, traps, and the voices that tell you that you'll always be left behind. Speak my name out loud when the adversary tries to instill in your mind the idea that you will never find genuine love, loyalty, or security. Jesus, you are my first love and my safe place. Do not let the world to persuade you that your value is debatable. Make this declaration right now if you see this message. Blood was used to buy you, and what I have bought cannot be put back into the dark. There will be times when temptation appears in the guise of affection, false warmth, and hollow assurances that seem appealing in the dark, but decay in the light of reality. Don't be fooled, call on me when you sense your spirit being drawn to something lovely yet poisonous. I have placed angels all around you. Call upon them to remind you that you are not worthy of cheap love. Covenant was intended for you. You were designed for death. Love that transcends this world is what you were created for. My child, walk boldly in faith and love. With your super thanksgiving, let the truth of my word reach those who long for the light. Join me in this divine mission to heal and uplift. Click on the super thanksgiving button and be enveloped in my grace. Now, and listen to this message further. My kid, you ask me, and I'll send the appropriate person and fix the damage caused by treachery. I advise you to have greater faith in my timetable than in yours. Have more faith in my pruning than in your own taste. I notice the hidden meanings beneath people's smiles. I recognize the motives hidden under pretentious language. I sort hearts, I keep yours safe. Some of the individuals you wept for would have crushed the hopes I gave you. I ended some relationships because I needed your roots to deepen before you could bear the burden of true love, not because I wanted you to suffer. Some doors close to keep you alive, so don't label what I call mercy loss. In reality, some farewells were my angels, guiding you away from potential traps. You would thank me for each grief that ended before it destroyed you, if you only understood the peril I protected you from. I am constructing a holy love for you, but it will not be forced or frightened. It won't come from trying to fit into someone else's shallow depths, pleading with them or reducing your standards. It will surprise you with its timeliness, delicacy, and purity. It will arrive like spring after a harsh winter. I, not the world, will be reflected in it, because genuine love is something I wrote. I can see how your heart has been so fiercely guarded by the wounds of betrayal that you are scared to hope for the future. However, I am the one who restores damaged trust. I am the one who restores the lost innocence. I am the one who transforms ashes into beauty that is impossible for a human hand to recreate. To create perfect love, I don't need flawless individuals. Instead, I need people who have given up and trust that I will be sufficient. When their strength fails, listen, my love. Your past does not have to dictate your future. What I do for you won't be dictated by what they did to you. My blessing delivered in love will triumph over the falsehood shouted over you out of rage. Angels are still working on unseen pathways, such as bringing people together, changing situations, and removing obstacles that stand in the way of fulfilling the promises I made. However, be aware that you run the danger of entering storms you were never intended to encounter. When you feel pressure to go faster than my timetable, I am a good shepherd. I know when to encourage you to go ahead and when to keep you still. Because patience is not punishment but safety. Learn to believe when I say wait, and to relax when you don't comprehend why the response is not yet. There will be more deceit in the days to come, including false prophets, false loves, and false promises that deplete your soul and distort your hopes. But you won't be one of those people who get carried away, because I have given you discernment. Practice it every day while I am around. Remain rooted in the truth, because no untruth can defeat the truth. Pray in the hidden location where the sounds of the outside world subside and my voice becomes more audible than your anxieties. The foundation of your relationship will be put to the test during storms. Ego-based relationships will fail. Lust-based relationships will wither away like rivers during a drought. But when the rain beats and the winds scream, those who based their love on me, on forgiveness, on covenant, on unselfish sacrifice will endure. They will thrive next to live water like trees. Now I'm asking you, don't settle. Don't diminish your value in order to appease someone. You have a deep reservoir within of you that reflects my own capacity for love. Anybody who drinks from your well has to know who I am. First, they have to pass through the gate of integrity, honor, and respect for my spirit. Less than that is a fake disguised as comfort. Do not be afraid of loneliness, beloved. Rather be afraid of lovelessness, masquerading as companionship. Because I'd prefer you stroll with angels by yourself than sleep next to someone whose heart poisons yours. Waiting in secret seasons is preferable than shackling yourself to things that deprive you of your purpose. You are destined, you are not desperate. My angel is still at your side, strong and dazzling, bearing my word like a sword of fire. My angel will remind you that you are mine. Whenever the adversary attempts to seduce you with quick cuts, poisonous relationships, or the resuscitation of old habits and new ways, you have been selected, you're safe. When uncertainty threatens to drag you back into old habits, use this as your anchor. I trust you. Jesus with my love story. Type this right now if you see this message. When fear tells you that time is running out, let this be your proclamation. I am the timekeeper when you walk with me. Not a second is wasted. Because I have your days in my hands, I'm not just getting you ready for someone. I'm getting you ready for someone. I am teaching you to love yourself as fiercely, completely and unconditionally as I love you. And I am smoothing the difficult spots and mending the hidden scars, because you can't pour from a cup that is empty. A wounded soul cannot be transformed into a healthy love, so that you may love truly. Allow me to heal you deeply. This waiting period is not an active deer. Rather, it is fruitful. Weeds are being plucked out, and roots are being reinforced. As the soil of your spirit is being turned over, remember that seeds sowed in secret eventually emerge. So don't hate this concealed period. And it won't be little crop when it arrives. It won't be superficial, it won't be brittle. It will be delicious enough to nourish generations, and robust enough to withstand storms. Have faith in me, join me on a walk. Rest in me, rely on my mercy. When you falter, keep your word. When you're unsure, remember that desire is evidence that you were created for something more than what the world can provide. While you are experiencing it, I am not an outside spectator. Rather, I am your soul's creator, guardian, and lover. I promise not to let you down. I won't tell you lies. I won't leave you, my angel keeps guard. Truth is spoken by my spirit. The last word is written by my love. Remain with me, see what I do next. Breathe now, dear. Take a deep breath and remember that I see you completely. Even when you seem invisible to others, I observe how the idea of true love softens your heart. But as memories of betrayal reverberate in the background, it hardens out of dread. However, keep in mind that I have never urged you to cure yourself on your own. Never once have I urged you to face your struggles by yourself. Angels have been sent by me to protect you. When you rise and fall, when you go and when you return, they bring your whispers to my throne. When you cry out in private, they stand by your side as silent witnesses to your loyalty, fidelity that others ignore, but that I will always remember, even when you are in rooms where no one can comprehend the struggle going on within your head. I see you in every secret act of loyalty, in every inner conflict you overcome by choosing forgiveness. When resentment beckoned you to remain furious, I respect you what others overlook. I praise. One day the adversary will send counterfeits, clothed in the language of your desire, to test your determination. These are not only individuals, they are duties and diversions designed to weaken you, cloud your judgment, and postpone the promise. You won't be blind, however. No untruth can cut through the sharpness of my spirit inside you. Whenever charm attempts to out a character, my angels will voice cautions. Pay attention, true love. You see is not loud and showy. Rather, it is steady, constant, silent in its power, and loyal when no one else is there. You'll learn from the world that love has to be a show, to be genuine, big gestures to compensate for insincere behavior behind closed doors. However, my covenant differs from the one found in the world. I don't publicly proclaim my fidelity while secretly betraying my promise. Yesterday, today, and forever, I remain the same, and I will bring into your life a love that embodies that same unwavering heart. But I have to remove the false so you can see what is true. You have to give up convenience. If you want to uphold promise, I keep calling you deeper because of this. Deeper into surrender, deeper into honesty, and deeper into trust. Because I won't construct your future on sand that changes with every emotional wave, and weak roots can't withstand deep storms. I am aware that you struggle with inquiries. What if I make the incorrect decision once again, Lord? What if I don't see it? What if this time I'm too damaged to be trusted with love? Hear me out, you're not too broken. You are also selected, it's not too late. You're exactly on schedule with my goal. You're not too much when you stand in my strength. Rather than your own, you are simply sufficient. Even when you are surrounded by others, there will be times when you feel alone. Loneliness is not the same as being unworthy. In order for you to remember your need for me first, I sometimes let you experience the pain. Human love was always intended to be an overflow, a mirror of the flawless love you already possess in me, not your ultimate source. On other evenings, you will resist the temptation to reestablish relationships that used to seem secure, but were really cages disguised to appear cozy. Don't go back to what I set you free from. Never submit to loneliness as if it were your master. Look up whenever you feel the need to relive past suffering in order to experience something familiar. Say my name, tell the truth. Because when your will becomes too weak to fight for yourself, the angels are prepared to fight for you. Remember this, beloved. No one who waits on me will ever be ashamed. The world will make fun of you because of your limits, your standards, and your reluctance to accept mediocre love. Let them make fun of you, allow them to whisper, I am the one who upholds the standards I establish in your soul, so let others call you too much, too holy, or too picky. It is I who respects what others reject. The people who made fun of your patience will eventually see the results of it. A love story that not only warms your heart, but exalts my name earlier than you may have imagined. When the storms come, they will realize that the foundation of faith, prayer, and obedience is uncheckable, and they will realize that God, not man, was responsible for this. When terror begins to murmur, what if I'm alone forever? Answer it honestly by saying, I'm always with you, so you're never alone. I am the Father who never fails, the friend who never betrays, and the lover who never gives up. People could go, seasons may change, but in every tide my presence is your anchor and steady. Don't allow your worrying of the future keep you from enjoying the tranquility of now. Instead of enjoying the grace of today, too many people squander valuable days attempting to forecast the storms of tomorrow. You already have enough grace from me for this moment. Don't exchange it for worrying about future ones. When tomorrow comes, my kindness will follow. My protection will rise when the storms do. My truth will be there to protect me when treachery threatens. Your identity will be put to the test. In some of your future relationships, some people will steer clear of the depths that contain my anointing and simply desire the surface of you, the easy version, the bits that make them feel good. Protect your heart with knowledge rather than fear, because your heart is a garden, and gardens thrive when they are protected by gates from untamed creatures who carelessly destroy beauty. Your love and support mean everything to us as we continue sharing God's message of hope, faith, and blessings. If this message has touched your heart, we humbly invite you to show your gratitude by giving at least one $11 super thanks or your choice each month. Whoever can give super thanks, please give as much as possible. And whoever cannot, please try to read this message completely. Your generosity helps us create more uplifting content that inspires souls and brings people closer to God. By clicking the Super Thanks button below, you're not just supporting our work, you're becoming a part of this divine mission to spread God's love to those who need it most. Thank you for your kindness. Stay blessed, stay joyful, and may God's grace always be with you. Be careful who you trust. Carefully yet truly pour your affection. Don't let careless people into houses of worship. I created you to be a temple where covenant is upheld, not a playground for unfulfilled commitments. The adversary despises covenant because it reflects my heart, and you must understand this, dear. He will use every effort to distort, falsify, and destroy it. But if you stand watch with me, he won't be successful in your life. Step into the light, don't stop praying. Worship when anxiety attempts to take over your life. Quick when your mind is clouded by confusion. I'll be here to keep you clear. You will remain pure because of my Spirit. When appeal threatens to overpower character, my word will keep you rooted. When smooth talkers arrive with empty hands, use this as your shield by typing the words Jesus. I trust your protection over my heart. If you see this message, when your body craves something that your soul knows will cause you pain again, let this be your barrier. In the dark I have heard you murmur, Lord, please send me someone who won't lie to me. I respond by saying I am truth itself. I will surround you with truth bearers. As you travel with me, I will show you the difference between fidelity and flattery when you communicate with me. Even today, angels are stationed to close doors that no charm can force open. When you attempt to make them remain, some won't understand why things break apart. Some relationships may break down for no apparent reason. When something that is not intended for you departs, don't cry instead. Celebrate because I am severing the ties that would have tethered your vata shattered patterns. When I take folks away, I'm not being harsh. I'm nice when you feel alone. I'm not far away, I'm close by. Keeping you concealed, I'm not punishing you. I'm keeping you safe. Some connections are too expensive. For what they provide you are too valuable to be bought. With fleeting love that wanes in the face of storms. Look up, dear. When your heart aches for answers, focus on me. I'm talking in the silence, not being quiet. When you decide to stop running and begin to relax, sometimes my loudest responses are the ones you hear. I'm keeping you hidden from what you can't see, not from you. Soon you will look back on these times of yearning and introspection and consider them sacred ground. You will develop laughter. From the nights you sobbed yourself to sleep, you won't realize the secretly sown seeds of pleasure will be nourished by the tears that soak your pillow. Because your tears are investments and not in vain. They saturate faith, they undermine pride. Old wounds that might otherwise contaminate the promise I am guiding you toward are cleaned up by them. Even if your heart is heavy, keep your head held high. You don't come into this world empty-handed. You have my spirit with you. You move with a radiance that the dark cannot understand. The angels around you never get tired. They don't overlook their task. Until the promise materializes, they will remain at your side. Refrain from comparing your trip to others. When the temptation arises, you have no idea what struggles lie behind these grins. The storms they confront behind closed doors are invisible to you. Comparison is a robber who deprives you of the tranquility of today by deceiving you about the blessings of others. Don't look at them, look at me. I am aware of what you need, when you require it, and how to provide it at the ideal time. And you will know when the appropriate love, not a flawless person, but one who is a great fit for your flaws arrives. Instead of strain, there will be tranquility. Growth, not games, will occur. Honesty will prevail over deceptive tactics. Covenant, not convenience, will prevail. It will uplift your soul rather than sap it. It will draw you nearer to my heart rather than further away. I write that type of love that resembles me for my kids. It would be easy to love someone who tells the truth while others lie. Love that endures through raging storms. Love that is tolerant of imperfections in times when pride seeks to triumph. Love prays when life attempts to take away happiness. Love laughs when the world attempts to tear it apart. There is love that worships together. I'm getting you ready for this, but first I'm getting you ready. You won't accept half of others. When you are entire in me, when you have your roots in me, false promises won't be able to unsettle you. You won't accept phony offers. When you maintain your integrity, be loyal, my darling. Be prepared, keep your heart clean. Don't forget to replenish your royal lamps. Stay upbeat, because even if you can't see it yet, I'm moving even when doors seem stuck. I'm moving even when the strands seem knotted. I am weaving, we don't forget you. You are not forgotten, you're not undeserving. You are protected, selected, recognized and seen. My angels are prepared. You have my spirit, my love envelops you like a barrier that no weapon can breach. Have faith in me, dear. Hold on tight when storms threaten to pull you back into old patterns. Let your hope serve as an anchor. See how I transform what was supposed to shatter you. into what brings you blessings. Your narrative doesn't stop here. This is the starting point for a fresh start. Now, dear, stand in this truth when all lies are dispelled. What I have spoken over you will remain, because my mercy covers what your hands could never mend on their own. What I have promised, you cannot be taken away by your own shortcomings or by the faults of others. Your faith will be put to the test as you enter this new season, not because I wish you hardship, but rather to show you that your foundation in me endures. You will also see that what's left is what I created, not what you pushed. Some folks will slip away. Don't follow my releases. Your limits will be misinterpreted by some. So don't make them smaller to appease shallow people. Don't explain covenant to those who prioritize ease above sacrifice, because they will doubt your standards. The appropriate people will be aware. The proper people will stick around. The appropriate ones will use my knowledge to reveal the gates you defend. Angels are still standing to your left and right. When you were too little to identify the dreams I planted in you, they protect them, even when loneliness attempts to negotiate. Your obedience they delight when you say yes to my ways. They watch over your nights, and they fight in your weakness. I want you to understand that love himself is fighting for you, not the other way around. Heaven sees you and celebrates you. You are not trying to be noticed. You shake the darkness in ways you cannot see. When you worship in your own space, when you recite my name while crying, and when you provide forgiveness, when resentment demands a throne, you don't have no power, you are not forgotten. You are exactly on time, therefore. You are not running out of time. I'm redeeming it with interest. For each year you believed was squandered, I am transforming every tear you believed to have fallen to the ground into rain that creates new life. I am opening gates that no man can close, for each door that is slammed in your face. If this message appears right, hit right away, Jesus. I trust you completely. Use this as your seal. Whenever someone attempts to make you doubt your innermost beliefs, when uncertainty appears, that your door masquerading as wisdom, let this be your response. Now, dear, I want you to take a deep breath. Let go of all the fears that are hidden under your smile. Give up all the what-ifs that keep you up at night, because I am the author of your healing, the keeper of your tale, and the protector of your promise. Return your hope to where it belongs. In my hands, I am sharing a testimony with you, not simply a love story. When others hear what I did for you, it will be a narrative that heals them, a tale that will free those who believe that true love is extinct. In a world that likes to promote brokenness while concealing healing, this narrative will show my glory. I'm giving you love that will cover your calling, not simply hold your hand. At altars where dreams are devoted to me, it will stand next to you when the conflicts come. It will pray when responses seem slow. It will worship on the days when selecting is difficult. It will choose you because it recognizes me in you. It will choose covenant despite your imperfections. Therefore, focus on me rather than the clock. Don't clasp your fists in terror. Keep them up. Protect your eyes, your words, and your environment. And keep your heart clean. Because worship draws amazement. Faith draws favor, and purity draws promise. When old scars threaten to resurface in the days ahead, keep in mind that you are not who you were. You're growing into the person I always imagined. You would be fiery but modest, dazzling yet hidden. Because he is aware of what I am about to give birth to. Through you the adversary despises what you bear. And because I succeed, he will fail. Now rest in my promises. Rest certain that heaven is watching over you tonight. Know that you are surrounded by grace that will never run out when you wake up tomorrow. You are surrounded by angels, filled with my spirit and covered by my love. So you may go ahead, knowing that you are not walking alone, and you will know that every cry, every delay, and every task was worthwhile when the time comes for the love you prayed for to stand before you with holy fire in their eyes and covenant on their lips. Together you will serve as live evidence that I continue to create love tales that time the adversary and the world cannot destroy. You are waiting for the legacy of the kingdom, not simply love, and you'll be able to witness it for yourself. So stand dear when you feel weak. Say my name when fear attempts to speak old falsehoods. Raise your hands when melancholy attempts to keep you quiet. Sing when uncertainty attempts to silence you. Speak out because I'm not finished with you. I have more stories to tell, and I complete whatever I began flawlessly, exquisitely and eternally. Yes, it is. It's finished, you own it. Stay with me because I'll always be at your side. Please subscribe to support our channel and turn on bell notification.